All right, Anahatasana for those of us ready. Close your eyes. There we go. Arrive to your practice. Allow your body and mind to immediately get into a yogic state of mind. Bring your attention inward. Set an intention, invite a positive thought or mantra in, an affirmation. Something that's joyful, that will make you feel good throughout your practice and give your mind something to focus on. A mental asana as your body goes through the physical asanas. With your attention entirely on your positive thought, it can be a visual. Slowly draw in air through the nose. Fill your body with life force energy. Hold your breath at the top. Open your mouth, release. Inhale through the nose. Smooth, steady breath in. Hold your breath at the top. Open your mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the nose, bringing positive energy in. Hold your breath. Focus on your positive thought. Take a little more breath in through the nose. Hold. Take a little more breath in. Open your mouth. Release. Inhale through the nose. And back out through the nose. Hug your breath to the base of your throat. Cultivate Ujjayi Pranayama. Slow, steady breath in and out through the nose. Lift the body up. Eyes can open. You can always drop the gaze again. Elbows down, same shape, getting more into the triceps of the upper arms. Get a deeper stretch as well as the shoulders. Hips lift, ribs melt down, heart pulls forward. And instead of thumbs to the back of the shoulders, the fingertips are pointing straight up toward the ceiling. And pull the heart forward, lowering the lower body into Sphinx. We'll work at this a few ways. So at first, press into all 10 toes so the shins and knees lift. Pull the belly in. Let the pelvis stay grounded, but try to unclench the glutes. Press into the forearms, lift the heart, work the shoulders back as the heart reaches forward. And as you press into the elbows and the forearms, lift up through the crown of the head. Take your face forward and chin down. I know that's awkward. I'm creating a lot of chins too here. Jalandhara Bandha. Keep working energetically, the arms pulling back, the heart forward. Release effort, release the gaze. So now the belly can rest, the knees can rest. We'll change that in a moment. Left knee toward the left elbow. It can be way back here, whatever feels better. This is how I sleep, so for me, all the way forward feels better. Press into the forearms, lift the heart, shoulders back, bend the right. Press into the forearms, lift the heart, work the shoulders back, like you're trying to get your toes to the back of your head, but not dropping the head, the gaze back. Chin to chest, Jalandhara Bandha. We're going to be doing a lot of Jalandhara Bandha. It's nice and awkward. Release the right, release the left. Right leg to the side, bend the left, press down, lift up, heart forward. You're curling the hamstring. You can do a flex foot or a pointed. Press down into the forearms to keep lifting the heart up, the shoulders back, chin to chest, Jalandhara Bandha. Release the gaze, release the left, release the right. Hands down, pressing into the palms, coming into Cobra. So working the shoulders back, heart forward, emphasizing that, letting the pelvis rest and unclench the glutes. Legs can be together or wider apart. Chin to chest, unclench the glutes, hardest part. If you want a little bit more, come up to fingertips. You can even work the shoulders down, the arms can be bent a little bit to work the heart forward. No glutes. Chin to chest, Jala Bandha. Curl the toes under, you come down to palms. Lift the legs, but try to keep the pelvis down if you can. If you need to, the arms move forward. Lower the knees, bend. Working the hands toward your body, the feet toward your head without dropping the gaze. Heart forward, shoulders back, chin to chest. Release. Lift the hips up and back, child's pose. Pull the belly in, lengthen the tailbone, fingertips down, forehead down. Mute yourself. There's still a few of us with microphones on. Try to press into the fingertips and lengthen, like you're pushing into the fingertips to lengthen the tailbone toward your heels. Lifting up, coming into Cobra, curling the toes under. Or it's like up dog really. Heart forward, shoulders back. Bring the right foot on top of the left. You can be here or big toe. Shift forward and back a little bit. So you should be feeling a lot in the low back. Modify as needed. Switching feet, left over right, either top of the ankle or I do in between the big toe, second toe. Shift. Heart forward, chin to chest. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pull the low belly in. Tailbone lengthens. Lift to the balls of the feet, lower back down, hands and knees. Send the fingertips back. We're going to work something very important. Try it here. It gets harder when we're upside down. Shifting the weight back, we're not just stretching the wrist, though we are doing that. You're going to really try to press down into the heel of the hand and work the low inner arm forward, like as an emphasis. See how my elbows are even bending in as I'm doing it? So I'm shifting the weight back, but at the same time, I'm really pressing the heel of the hand down. Now lifting the heel of the hand, let the elbows bend. Getting a nice stretch. Palms. Lift the heel of the hand, lift the entire palm rather. And give each finger some love. Back of the hands down. If you live in this world where the shoulder rolls in, the elbows pop out, really work outer arm back, inner arm forward, both arms straight, or one at a time if you need. I'm shifting the weight back, but if that's too much, you're here or even forward, depending on what your wrist will allow. Switch sides if you're doing one at a time. And keep working the back of the hand down, so it's not lifted, it's down and you're getting this nice stretch here. Good. And come back to tabletop. Take the hands out to the side, mid-level difficulty, hardest, easiest. So you pick what you want him to do out to the side this time. Take the right leg back, left arm out, flip the palm, bring your arm to your low back, heart forward, shoulders back, chin to chest, bend the right. Pull the knee in, hollow out your belly, Hollow out your chest. Send the leg back and up. Heart forward, but chin to chest. Pull it in. Catch it, left hand to big right toe. Kick the foot up, heart forward, shoulders back. Chin to chest, Jala Bandha in Vinyasa tiger pose. The more you kick the foot into the hand, the more the heart goes forward. Release the leg to the side, left arm to the side. I'll do it this way. Wrap the left arm underneath, right arm up, half wrap. Roll the right shoulder up and back. Foot can be in the hand. Pull the left hip up and back in opposition to maximize the stretch in the outer left back ribs. Release, come back to your tabletop, hands any direction that you want to work. Left leg, oops, back to the same side, left leg back. Bend, right arm out, chin to chest. Try to work the inner left thigh hamstring up. Heart pulling forward even though you're not gazing forward. And pull the knee in, hollow out. Back ribs separate. Inhale, heart forward, chin to chest. Right hand to left foot. Come here, Lassie. Vinyasa, tiger, chin to chest, Jala Bandha. Release the leg to the side, arm to the side. Weave the right arm underneath. Maybe hand to foot. Left arm in a half wrap. Work the right hip up. Pull the low belly in and hollow out your chest so the back thoracic side, the right thoracic is getting a stretch. Unwind to tabletop. Curl the toes under, downward facing. Take a wide-legged downward facing, lift to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, turn your sit bones up, try to work the armpit, shoulders to the earth, chest through your thighs, gaze through your legs. Keep everything the same in the upper body, just work the heels down. Hold the low belly in. And walk the feet together. Lift to the balls of the feet. Bend at the knees. Exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands down, right leg back, lower the knee down. Rising up to Anjanayasana, flip the palms so they face out, right in front of left. Lean into the left any amount. Tailbone lengthens to the back of the heel. In this one, the gaze starts up a little bit, arms cradling sides of the head. Work the arms back more, take your chin to your chest, Jala Bandha. Hands down, lift the hips up and back. If you needed blocks, you could use them here. Pull the left hip back, heart forward, toes curling back toward the knee. Lowering down if it's appropriate, forehead to shin. Half monkey gut pose. Lift the gaze, bend the left, curl the toes under. Step back to downward facing. Right leg back and up. Pull the knee in, right foot, right thumb. Lower the back knee, rising up, Anjanayasana. Flip the palms, left in front of right. Reaching the arms up, cradle the head at first as you lean into the right, tilt the tailbone to the back of the heel. Reaching the arms back farther as you take the face forward, chin down, Jala Bandha. Release the hands, lift the hips up and back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Toes to the knee, heart pulls forward, forehead to shin. Lift the gaze, bend the right, curl the toes under. Step back to downward facing. Lift to the balls of the feet. Bend at the knees, hop to the top. Lengthen your spine. Forward fold. Send the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale as you step the left leg back. Rising to crescent, wing the arms back, interlace the fingers, chest forward, shoulders back, leaning into the right leg. Bend the knee, left knee to a hover, stay low as you push the heel back, heart forward, chin to chest. Bend the knee, release the leg back, heart forward, bend, hands to the left hip, left arm forward, left leg back, work the right hip back, reaching the left arm forward, twisting as you hook the left elbow, middle fingers to thumb, Shuni Mudra for patience. Left or both hands. Use the strength of the legs, take the left arm forward and up, lifting up, twisting more, leaning into the right as you tilt back with the left. Left hand down, right arm stays wrapped. I'm not mirroring. Side plank, Vashisthasana. Belly in. Pull the right knee into your chest. Releasing the right hand down, keep the knee where it is. Right hand down, take the right leg, cross it like you're in Garudasana. Release the right leg up. Open up your hip, coming into Kamakarasana or pinky edge of foot, we're working Kapanjalasana, partridge. It's like Vashisthasana with the heart over. If you fall out of it, it's wild thing. Release, downward facing. Shift forward to plank, right over left, pull the heart forward. Lift the hips up and back, right leg lifts. Right leg on top, shifting forward, lowering the hips, like up dog one-legged. Lift the hips up and back. One more. Right on top of left, shift forward, hold. Heart forward, shoulders back, chin to chest. Lifting up and back, downward facing. Left leg lifts. Pull the knee into center, left foot by left thumb, rise up to crescent. Wing the arms back, interlace the fingers the goofy way, heart forward, shoulders back, belly in, chin to chest. Dip the right knee, stay low, push the thigh back, the heart forward. Bend and release. One more bend, hands to the right hip, right arm forward, right leg back. Reaching forward, twisting, hooking the elbow. Squeeze the legs. The inner thigh is doing a lot of work here. Strength of the legs as you reach the right arm forward and up. Twisting, leaning into the left, gazing over the back shoulder. Keep the left arm bound. Right hand down, stack the legs, Vashisthasana. Lift the left, pull it into your chest. Try to compress it. The thigh and the chest are touching. In a moment, we'll release to left leg crossing over right, like eagle legs in down dog. Release the left hand down, cross the left over the right. Unwind to three-legged dog. Come onto the pinky edge of the right foot. If you're coming into Kapanjalasana, or take it into wild thing, Kamakarasana, and the left foot lowers. Otherwise, left hand to foot. Release, three-legged, pull forward, hips lower, stay on the ball of the foot, upward facing. Lift the leg back and up. Again, left on top of right, heart forward, hips lower, shoulders back, chin to chest. Lifting up and back, last one. Chin to chest, lifting up and back, downward facing. Lift to the balls of the feet, bend at the knees, hop to the top. Lengthen your spine, forward fold, ground down, rise all the way up. Palms meet, hands at the heart center, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar A. I sit, you move. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Pause. Slow your breath down, focus on your positive thought or invite a new one in. There's no limit on our joy quota. So just keep funneling positive thoughts into your awareness. Inhale, balls of the feet, bend at the knees. Exhale to the top. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up, skipping Samasthiti. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. We're going to modify just a little, our sun A. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Should be jumping, most of you. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Lift to the balls of the feet, no break on this one. Bend at the knees, exhale to the top. A little more cardio. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, balls of your feet, bend at the knees. Exhale to the top. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in. Ground down, rise all the way up. Palms meet, hands at the heart center, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar B, classic. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, right leg steps forward, base of the exhale. Left heel's grounded. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, left leg forward, right heel's grounded. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, open your heart. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, rest. Inhale, balls of the feet, bend at the knees. Exhale to the top. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands at the heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift to the balls of the feet, hips back, heart forward, knees to the sides, lowering down. Squeeze the knees into the ribs. Some of us just working Bakasana to Chaturanga. Some of us Bakasana, Shirshasana 5. Just passing through tripod. Pull the knees in, and when you get the knees back onto the upper arms, Press into the heel of the hand and the fingertips to send the heart forward and up, and then squeeze everything in, pull the ribs in. Exhale to chaturanga, heart forward. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's get started. Conceptually, we're going to jump forward, jump the right foot forward and the left limbs lift right into half moon. So that looks like this, jumping and right into it. What tends to happen is we jump forward, we like futz around a little bit, and that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to find balance, so can you jump into your balance? So jump the right leg forward, let the other limbs lift, you're in half moon, bend hand to top of foot, coming into Chaupasana. You can have right hand on fingertips or block if you need. If you need it, you have. Bend the right leg, add the right hand to the left foot. Keep the torso facing toward me, not down. Begin to straighten the right leg and kick the foot into the hand. Release the leg back, the arms forward. Hike the knee in and straighten the leg back. Ooh, hike the knee in and straighten, bend, warrior two. Reverse. Take the left hand to the right wrist, pull the arms, straighten the leg, reverse triangle. Lift the body, point the toes in. Take the left hand to the back of the shoulder, right arm behind you. Wrap the outer left arm in, lift it up. Send the hips back. You can use a prop here wherever your hands happen to land. I actually have an injured shoulder, so I can modify. Or a recovering shoulder. Lowering down, work the inner thighs back and turn the sit bones up. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet to emphasize the hamstring stretch. Release the hands down, bend the left, straighten the right, Skandasana. Bend the right, straighten the left. You can have hands at the heart center if you want to work a little harder. Hands down for more grounding. Switch. 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 And switch. Straighten both legs. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Reach the arms up and overhead. Allow the left hip to lift, the right hip dips, and you gaze up over your left shoulder. So the pelvis is not neutral. Come back through center, change your interlace to the other side, dipping one hip, lifting the other. Release the hands down, heels in, bend the knees, take the left arm underneath the right, coming into Garudasana. In Kali Asana. Lift the left heel, lower the hips. Lower the left, lift the right, lower the hips. Lift both. Prapta Kali Asana. Release the arms back into warrior two. Windmill the hands down, back leg lifts. Standing splits. You can do your hands any way you like. Hardest would be interlacing. I like one hand behind, like a half bind. Hang here for another 2 breaths, or pass through a handstand flow, kicking up, switching, landing ball of left in chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Remember, we're jumping forward into half moon. So you jump the left leg forward, right limbs lift. Try to do it all at once so you're working balance. Maybe take a couple tries if needed. Bend and add Chaupasana. Right hand to right foot, heart forward. Notice how your whole torso should be facing toward the computer, whatever you're looking at. So once we add the second arm, don't let the body do this. Keep the body open. It's a hip and a heart opener, that's why it's hard. Bend the left. Move slowly. Easier to come into this with a bent standing leg, but you don't have to. And then straighten the leg. Keep the heart open. Kick the foot into the hand. Stay focused. We'll release the leg and the arms forward. Leg back, arms forward. Hike the knee in. Take it back. Woo. Hike the knee in. Take it back. Bend. Warrior two. That one's so hard. Reverse. Right hand pulls the left arm straight. Left leg straightens. Reverse triangle. Come towards center. Both toes in. Right arm to back. To shoulder. Left arm behind you. Inner thigh spin back. Heart forward. This time just a half forward fold. Keep the belly in. Pull the front ribs in. Reach both arms forward, hips back. Don't forward fold. Using your core, rise all the way up, heels in, right underneath left. Garudasana, lift the right heel up, lower the hips down, belly in. Lower and lift the left, hips lower more. Lower the heel, lift both, Prapada Kalyasana, and Hasta Garudasana. Release to warrior two. Reverse. Right into your standing splits. Any variation you like. Hanging here, we're coming into your handstand, picking up, switching, landing ball to right. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Inhale the right leg back and up. Pull forward, right knee to right upper arm, plank chaturanga or ekapada Anjanayasana. Sweep the leg back and up. Pull the knee in and across, yogi's choice, floating fallen triangle, ekapada Anjanayasana. A. Pull the knee into center, right foot by right thumb, rising up to crescent. Wing the arms back, interlace the fingers, heart open, drop the back heel, hinging forward, arms up and overhead, humble warrior. Round down into all four corners of both feet, lead with your heart, rising up, coming back onto the ball of the foot, hinge forward into warrior three. Bend the lifted leg, bend the standing leg. Take the left foot into the hands or release the hands and grab the foot. Straighten the right leg, kick the left foot into the hands, heart forward. Left hand forward. Slowly lowering down. Standing leg can bend to make this easier. Kick the foot into the hand, twisting to the right, Paripradita, Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Bend the right leg, pull the belly in, reach the left hand forward, rising back up. Release the left leg in, twisting to your left, right hand to the outer knee or to the foot, and straighten the leg. Take the gaze forward, arms lift, externally rotate, heel to knee, wing the arms back, sit back down, Ekapada Utkatasana. Arms up and overhead. Release the hands to your left hip, Reach the left arm over and across, see if you can hook the elbow. Find your mudra, middle finger to thumb. Rise up, straighten the leg, chair pose. Lift to the balls of the feet, pass through a crow to flow back. Downward facing dog. All that on the left, then we play. Lift the left leg back and up. Pulling into Ekapada Anjanayasana B or plank chaturanga, whatever you're working. Sweep the leg back and up. Pull the knee in and across, yogi's choice, floating fallen triangle or side arm balance. Plank chaturanga. Knee to center, left foot, left thumb, rising to crescent. Wing the arms back, interlace goofy, chest open. Drop the back heel, coming into humble warrior one. This is really just to give us a break, so enjoy it. Ground down, rise up. Shifting the weight forward, coming into warrior three with bound arms. Bend the lifted leg, bend the standing leg. Either release the hands and catch the foot, or just pop the foot into the hand. Straighten the leg, kick the foot back, heart forward. Take the right hand forward, slowly lowering down. Kick the foot into the hand, twisting to the left. Parivrita Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Bend the standing left, slowly rising up. Twisting to the right, pull the right knee in, left hand to the outer knee. Working the gaze towards your back shoulder if you can. Take the gaze forward, arms lift, externally rotate, flex the right foot, wing the arms back, goofy interlace, Ekapada Utkatasana. Hands to the right hip, right arm across, try to get the foot to the elbow, middle finger to thumb. And slowly ground down. Rise up, straighten the leg, chair pose, and lower to your bum, legs forward, boat pose. Exciting. Half boat, legs forward, belly in, tailbone to heels, arms up and back. Keep your chin forward and the arms reaching back. Arms forward and up, slowly rising up, bent or straight legs. Legs forward, half boat, arms up, arms back, but gazing forward, or chin to chest. Arms up, slowly rising. Last one. Arms up, arms back, and close. Woo! I was falling all over the place. All right, let's get into some fun stuff. Find your wall. We're working handstand hollowback, so most of us need the wall. And even if you don't, you'll probably be able to use the wall to deepen your hollowback and then move away from the wall. So I usually play with the wall a little bit and move away from the wall. Move your mat. I'll move my mat so I can use either wall, I guess, my front door and my wall. We're going to do stretches first, don't worry. We're going to keep our heart open, but let our heart rate drop a little bit so that we're not too tired when we invert. You can see I'm tired just talking. So first stretch, these are all my favorite. It's how we started on the ground, now we're doing standing up. So arms up, this is like one of the last stretches I do before I shower and get into bed at night. So heart forward, you can bend the knees, especially if your hamstrings aren't so open, and then try to straighten them, if that's reasonable. If you can, the heart is reaching all the way into the wall. and slowly come away. Same thing that we did second pose with the elbows bent. Elbows to the wall, hands together. The thumbs don't go to your shoulders. You're just reaching straight back. I like to start with bent knees, get the ribs, sternum, chest to the wall, and then if I can, I'm looking them straight. And slowly release. Last few stretches. Take the right arm out, roll over to your right shoulder, take the hips away from the wall, and then try to get your right glute to the wall. So you're getting a bit of a side stretch as well, or twist as well as a shoulder stretch. I like to play with moving away from the wall a little bit. I get a nice stretch on the right side when I do that. So you can see if you like that, or just stay right up against the wall. And come back, we'll switch sides. Left arm out. Left hip away from the wall, get the left glute to the wall. Some of you can even take a half wrap. I tend not to need it in the standing variation. But if you like, try rolling back and away from the wall a little bit. Okay. Last stretch. Take the arms, just palms. I'm going to do it. You can be standing, but just so you can see me, I can tell that I'm getting cut off. You can do it sitting down as well. We're just going to do a shoulder stretch. We're sort of working the shoulders back, the heart forward. So this can be standing or sitting, depending on your space and whatnot. And try to keep the face forward. I know it feels awkward, but we've done all those Jalandhara bandhas. Okay, let's play. So I will give you a couple shapes and a couple of guidance. Easiest one, and where you are, your distance is going to be based on how open your back is. We've done a lot to open it, but you still might be tight in the back and the shoulders. You'll be closer to the wall. So the easiest one, you can always kick up, you can jump up, you can always press up. I'll show jumping first, I'll show a press up option for those that want to do it. So I'm just going to jump to a tuck handstand and just get my toes to the wall, just the tippy toes. Press into the palms. Notice how I was sinking in the shoulders. Press down, lift the shoulders up. I'm going to work, we've got the wall, so really work the face forward and the gaze up. And then you're not trying to do scorpion where the hips move forward and the legs move back. You're trying to find a tuck like you're in chair pose. I'm booty popping to the wall, and I'm trying to get my thigh into my chest, like compressing it. And I'm going to work the heel of my hand like we did in those wrist stretches to offset what I'm doing and use the fingertips. So if I can do this, I can pull away from the wall, right? I pulled away a little bit too much, falling over. So if you want to pull away from the wall, use the heel of the hand and the fingertips to do so. So that's the first shape. Let's play with that for a second, then I'll give us a couple other shapes. Those of you that are working press-ups, if anyone is today, you can do either tuck the whole way up or like a Bakasana lift, but a little bit easier would be pressing into the palms, lifting the hips, and just doing one at a time. And then coming into your Hollowback. So you can do it with the wall or without. In between, counterpose your wrist. We'll take a few shapes here. So just get comfortable first with the tuck. Just know that when you start working away, and I was just struggling, but when you start working away from the wall, the heel of the hand, being able to balance and shift your weight to the heel of the hand right at that inner arm is really important to be able to counterbalance what your body's doing up in the air, your hips down. Okay, second few shapes, second, third shapes, couple next shapes. I'm going to show this wall because I need the horizontal space. So again, you can kick up. I'm going to jump up because I like jumping, and I'm actually going to jump right into straddle, like that, okay? So I'm going to jump into my straddle, send my hips back. The wall is there, move on the wall. There's the wall. Okay, so most of us probably won't jump right into straddle, but maybe you're jumping into handstand, then send the booty to the wall, take the legs out, work the heart forward, try to get the gaze up. So you're here in straddle, and then you can also do legs up, Hollowback with legs up, then you can also do legs forward more like a pike. That becomes less of Hollowback and more hollow shoulders. So 3 more shapes to play with. If you'd rather stick to the tuck, stick to the tuck. The tuck's a great one to find that shape. find the hollowback shape. I think the straddle one for me these days is one of the easier ones, straddle, hollowback. So if that's for you, try that one. Hiking it away from the wall is super hard. Can be done, very, very hard. You have to work your L-shaped handstand first. So play with any of those shapes. Stick with just handstand if that's better for you. If you notice what I'm doing, if you're watching, I'm doing heel of the hands and fingertips. Doing a lot of this work to keep me from falling. So it's really balancing the heel of the hand, fingertip pads when we start really getting into this. Start balancing away from the wall. So you can play with that even at the wall. Play with how you shift the weight into the heel of the hand and push the inner arm forward like we did in those earlier stretches. And then play with how, when that balance goes too much in that direction, use the fingertip pads like you're Spider-Man kind of gripping a wall, and that counterbalances the opposite way. So if you're falling one way versus the other, you're going to use heel of the hand or fingertip pads. So let's take a nice rest for the wrist, and we'll do one last shape. As you guys rest your wrist, right, in any way that makes sense, let me show you the next shape. The reason I like this one is a lot of us can easily come out into a back bend, so this is a good one to play with against, away from the wall. Probably the safest one. I'll show it with the wall, I'll show it without maybe. Again, you can always kick, jump, or press into your handstand, whatever you like. I'll just kick up this time. There's the wall. So I'm not that far from the wall. We're actually going to do bent legs versus straight. Then you could straighten one or both. Same work. Press down, lift up, right? Lift the shoulders up. Send the heart forward. Send the gaze up. I'm looking up at this front leg. I'm looking up at the knee. And I'm trying to work the heel of the hand, the heart forward, and maybe the back leg can pull off the wall, right? If I fall out this way, easy. If I fall out the other way, I'm looking up, so I'm doing a Jalandhara Bandha, and I'm going to fall out into Ekapada Urvadanurasana, one-legged upward-facing bow, which, looking up, helps us to fall safely. You're here, right? And if you fall out, you're looking up, and you land here. So if you can land in a one-legged back bend, you can immediately lower the other one and lower back down, and you're fine. You should be fine today if you have that in your practice, because we've opened up a lot. Right? So this is a safer shape. It's also very pretty, but it's easier in that you can find balance with the legs split and bend. It's probably stand-ups are the easiest way to find a balance. And you're adding a hollowback. If you fall out, you saw it. Pretty reasonable. I didn't fall out that gracefully, but I still fell out safely. So this is a good one to play with against away from the wall if you're able. So this is a sided, one-legged, right? So you have to do your non-dominant side as well. So last 2 minutes to play with this shape. If you're like, I'm totally done, she's crazy, you relax, take a break. Otherwise, play with this last shape. Or you can fall out that way. You can fall out with a cartwheel always. All right, last minute. Make sure you do your non-dominant side. I just did mine.
They feel awkward. The non-dominant side feels awkward at first. Eventually, in some poses, you won't notice the difference between sides. You won't notice the difference between sides in certain poses. So, I will do my non-dominant again, because I probably under-practiced that. As evidence right there. All right, let's all take it down. Find any comfortable seat. We're just going to do one little stretch for the shoulders. So take the left arm in front of you. Pull it aside. If you have to leave practice early, don't leave without giving yourself at least some bit of cool down. We're going to cool down for the next 10 minutes and then just a 2-minute closing meditation. Switch. Ooh. Your shoulders should feel nice and open after all of this. Okay. Now coming into either full Gomukhasana or half Gomukhasana. I'm going to do half today. So right leg over left. You can be in full Gomukhasana if that's better for you. Today I'm going to take half. I like the half because it does also get into the hamstring of the straight leg, which is nice. Take the right arm out to the side and behind you like a half wrap. And take your left ear toward your shoulder. Mostly to depress the right shoulder down so you're stretching the right side of the neck. So right ear, right shoulder moving away from each other. And then coming back up. If you want the full variation, the left arm comes up. This is my shoulder that's recovering, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep the right arm behind me in forward fold. So you can take the full variation. You can also just release and be in a forward fold with no arms. Think of lengthening your tailbone like you're trying to smooth out the low back after all that work. Lift up. Release the arms if you were in the arm variation. Take the left arm to the outer right knee, the right arm behind you. You could also take the right foot up and then turn this into a wrap. So you can reach through the keyhole. I'm not going to because of my shoulder. So you can turn this into a wrap, half or full, or you can shuni mudra it. Come back towards center. Take the right leg over the left. This is like my new favorite stretch after back bends. So either crossing at the ankles, kind of like we did in up dog, or this way, which is what I tend to do. And then it's in between big toe, second toe, and then I'm using the ball of the left foot to push the heel forward. It's lengthening the femur out of the pelvis. It feels just delightful. If you can, you're really trying to lengthen the tailbone down, and if you can, you're trying to get your forehead to your left shin, if you're very open, to your right shin, for most of us, that'll still feel a nice stretch, but if you can lower down, it's an even deeper stretch. So it depends what your hamstrings will handle. then slowly lift up, switching sides. So left over right, single or half Gomukhasana or full, up to you. I'm doing half today. Take the left arm behind your back, flipping the palm. Take the right ear to the right shoulder, really trying to depress the left shoulder down and working the left ear up and away. So this is the space, the upper trapezius on the left side is what we're stretching. Hollowbacks can be pretty taxing for the shoulders, press-ups as well. Some of us did both. So this helps really work the shoulder down and get this nice stretch here. You can come back up. If you want the full variation, take the right arm up, hands grip, forward fold with full variation, half arms or no arms. And you can be in the full Gomukhasana or the right leg straight as I'm doing. And slowly lift up, left over right, either ankle over ankle, big in between, back the heel into the big toe, second toe, ball of the foot pushing. You see how my foot is like lengthening it toward my kitty cat? Send the tailbone back. I'm actually lifting up so I can get rooted down onto the sit bones. And forward folding, either resting on the top leg or if you can, the bottom leg is a deeper stretch. Ooh. And slowly lift up. Take the legs out wide, coming into Uttanasana Konasana. Slowly lift the body. Keep the legs, just bend them. And take the right arm up, left hand anywhere that doesn't bother you. I tend to go opposite side, sometimes the same leg, and taking a side stretch. For me, this one I'll probably take shoulder into the inner knee. It gives me some leverage, also looks pretty. That's important. Round the right hip bone as you lengthen the right fingertips, so you get this nice stretch on the whole right side. And take the hand to the back of the head. Roll the gaze up, drop the head into the hand, exercise the arm, gets a deeper stretch. Doesn't look like much, but it should feel like a nice stretch. And come back to center. Left arm up, maybe right shoulder to the inner knee if that works for you. And take that side stretch. Really lengthening left hip bone, left ribs and fingertips in opposition. Hand to the back of the head, roll the gaze up, drop the head back to deepen the stretch. And come back to center, forward fold with the legs bent. lift up. Come into any comfortable seated pose. We'll just be here for 2 minutes to close out. If you need Shavasana, you take that on your own. I'm coming into Padmasana. If that's for you, find that shape, or easy pose or any other seated shape. You could also use the wall. Back of the hands resting on the knees. Let's continue with Shuni Mudra for patience. We all need it these days. Close your eyes. Bring your attention toward any positive thought, either the one you've been working throughout your practice, anything you're trying to cultivate more of into your life. Anchor your attention there for the next 2 minutes. Think of nothing else but that positive inspiration, and keep your awareness on that as you focus your inhale, bringing more of that positive thought in. And on your exhale, as if you're circulating all of that positive energy throughout your body and mind. Inhale, rainbows and sunshine, whatever you want. As you exhale, let that heal you, let that consume you. Keeping the eyes closed, bring the hands together at the heart center in gratitude for all the work your body has done. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May our thoughts, words, and actions contribute to that happiness and freedom. Lift your heart, allow positive energy in. Bow into yourself. The light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. Namaste. Yay for yoga!